Hey friends, today we'll be reading Green Park by Trisha Speed Shaskin. Jade, Olive, and Kelly were best friends. They lived near each other. They played together at Green Park. Jade liked to paint. She painted pictures of her friends. At Green Park, Jade drew on the sidewalks with colorful chalk. Olive liked to garden. In the spring, she helped her parents plant flowers and vegetables. At Green Park, Olive dug in the dirt. Kelly liked to build things. She helped her dad build benches. At Green Park, Kelly built things out of twigs. One summer day, Jade, Olive, and Kelly were sitting under a tree at Green Park. The park director, Miss Moss, saw them and waved. "Hi kids," she said. "Next week is Citizenship Week. We need to come up with a project." "What is citizenship?" asked Kelly. Citizenship means doing whatever you can to make the place where you live better," said Miss Moss. "It means being a good neighbor. It means showing your community that you care." "We're going to pick one project to do at Green Park," Miss Moss said. "Only one project?" asked Kelly. "One project that we can all work on together," Miss Moss said. "For example, we could pick up trash or we can have a community concert. You three think about it, and I'll be back later." Jade looked around. She saw a candy bar wrapper. "We could paint signs that tell people not to litter," she said. I can't paint as well as you can," said Kelly. "Me neither," said Olive. Jade drew a sad face on the sidewalk. Olive looked around. She saw trees and grass, but she didn't see any flowers. "We could plant flowers," she said. "I don't know much about gardening," said Jade. "Me neither," said Kelly. Olive looked at the dirt and frowned. Kelly looked around. She saw only a few places for people to sit. "We could build a bench or two," she said. "That's not as much fun as painting signs," said Jade. "Or planting flowers," said Olive. "I think it could be fun," said Kelly. She looked at the twigs in her hands and frowned. Jade, Olive, and Kelly sat in silence. Soon, Miss Moss came back. Do you have any ideas?" she asked. "I wanted to paint signs to tell people not to litter," said Jade, "but no one else wanted to." "I wanted to plant flowers," said Olive, "but no one else wanted to." "I wanted to build a bench or two," said Kelly, "but no one else wanted to." "I like the sign idea," said Miss Moss. "Flowers would make the park pretty, and there aren't enough benches here. You all have good ideas." "Some are better than others," said Kelly. "No, they aren't," said Jade. Olive just looked at the dirt. "Girls," said Miss Moss, "citizenship means coming together for the community. It means working together. Once you agree on one project, come talk to me." After Miss Moss left, Jade drew a flower on the sidewalk. It gave Olive an idea. "Jade," she said, "you could make signs that ask people to help us plant flowers." "Sounds good," Jade said. "My dad will help us build a bench by the flowers," Kelly said. "I'm sure my parents would help plant the flowers," said Olive. Jade, Olive, and Kelly walked into the park office. Miss Moss was at her desk. "We thought of an idea," said Jade. "We're going to plant a flower garden." We're going to make a bench for the garden too, said Kelly. Great, said Miss Moss. Now we're working together. The next day, Jade and a couple other kids started painting and hanging signs. Miss Moss took Olive to the store to buy flowers. They brought vegetable seeds too. Kelly and her dad went to the hardware store. They brought wood and screws for the bench. Saturday morning, the sun shined brightly on Green Park. Jade, Olive, and Kelly came to the park with their families. Miss Moss was already waiting there. Miss Moss, what if no one comes? Olive asked. We can't do everything by ourselves. Don't worry, Miss Moss said. You'll see. Soon, a big group of parents, grandparents, and kids showed up. They carried shovels, hoes, and other tools. They were ready to work. I've never seen this many people at the park, said Jade, or this many gardening tools, said Olive. We saw the signs, said one of the women. We wanted to help out, said one of the men. What a great neighborhood we have, said Miss Moss. Before long, Green Park Community Garden started to grow. Everyone took turns watering the plants. They took turns pulling weeds. Jade, Olive, and Kelly were proud of the garden, and we all did it together, said Miss Moss. The end. Guys, what are some things that you can do in your community to help the earth since we're talking about Earth Day?